What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I hope everybody is doing well from wherever you're watching from. Spread love and joy, and today we have a video for you that is going to be mesmerizing. This video, guys, I'm not going to say a lot, just watch up to the end.
Japanese anime, do none of the characters look Japanese? Because anime characters are cats. The goal of manga anime was neither Japanese nor Caucasian. The theory on if you pursue cute, it resembles a kitten is influential. No matter how you look at the profile nose, it's not human. Japanese anime characters are cats, not Westerners. So does that mean everybody that likes anime is a furry? Okay, well, that settles it.
I think she's lagging in real life. What is happening? What? What? Why is she frozen? Bro, I'm tripping. What the fuck?
What on earth is happening here? What is this? Why is this? What? Bruh.
You gotta start paying attention to every single song you listen to. In 1953, a worldwide agreement was made based on an idea by the Rockefeller Foundation to change the frequency of music. They changed it from a natural harmonic resonance, 432, to the current consciousness suppressing state of 440. A lot of you guys don't believe in this shit. A lot of you guys don't take it seriously. This video's not for you. This video is for people that are open-minded enough to realize that they would do something like that to lower your vibrational state and basically suppress your consciousness. This is why I don't listen to rap anymore. This is why I basically only listen to like EDM or like indie, independent music. And my vibrational state, my happiness levels have all just been increased. Sabrina, why don't you listen to rap anymore?
Excuse me?
Why don't you listen to rap anymore?
It's low vibrational and it degrades women, and I don't know. I've moved forward from that phase of my life.
We love awakened women.
Color can affect us up to 3 feet away from us. And also, if we are placed in an environment of a color that we do not like, that color can physically drain us. So let's talk about some of the colors. I have my little props here to tell you about. The first color we'll talk about is red. Red alters the body chemistry. You release the hormone epinephrine in the presence of red. Has anybody out here been so mad that they see red? You've heard that. You know, I remember my mother saying that because I do something and she got so mad at you I can see red. It will increase your blood pressure, increase your heart rate, your pulse, and your breathing in the presence of red. Also, whenever red is in your environment, you will eat more, eat longer, and pay more for the foods that you eat in the presence of red. Expensive restaurants are aware of this. Casinos and bars are also aware of this because you'll lose track of time in a red environment. And in that red environment, you will again pay more or spend money more freely. Red is also a great separator of men and women. And that is not a learned response, that's an inherited response. Excuse me. I need to explain that a little bit though. Whenever we're first born, babies don't see color at all. In a few days after they're born, they begin to see black and white. After those first few days, boy babies begin to see color first. The visual centers develop first in the boy baby, and they're developed more fully. And when a boy baby begins to see, he does see
the books of the giants. There was a giant world before us, whether you believe it or not. You tell me, why would all these giant books be made? And these books are found throughout different parts of the world, from giant medieval manuscripts to 300-year-old giant books found in Spain. among other countless ones I can name. I have always questioned why would anyone in those times need books of that size. For example, a book written in the 13th century in the Czech Republic weighing in its 75 kilograms, and in pounds that would be a little over 165 pounds. Now you tell me, how could any human of our size use a book that heavy?
Kobe Bryant died at the age of 41. He was taken out the last game of his career with 4.1 seconds left. Kobe scored 60 points and the team collectively scored 41 points. And like I said in my last video, those who attended this game courtside received a Kobe toy that turned into a helicopter. Kobe died from a helicopter crash. Kobe scored a legendary 81 points on his 666th game of his career. Kobe Bryant's famous workout was called the 666 workout. The day before Kobe died, LeBron James passed him up on the all-time scoring leaderboard in Philadelphia, where Kobe Bryant was born. He did this on the 54th point of the game. Kobe was 41 when he passed away. Gigi was 13. Add those together, you get 54. On the court, there was a snake that was cut up into 8 pieces. Kobe was known as the Black Mamba, which is a snake, and he used to wear the number 8. If you look up the picture, this is what you get. It says join or die. The game after Kobe died, LeBron James wore his jersey, did the Illuminati sign, and flashed 666.
That kids are out of control. Teachers all over the globe are reporting that Gen Alpha, which are the kids raised with this new age technology, are performing 2 times lower than their grade level.
I teach 7th grade, they are still performing on the 4th grade level.
They can't read or write properly. Not only that, but the rate of teachers quitting has never been higher due to Gen Alpha's terrifying behavior, which is aggressive and defiant.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life.
This is a direct result from unlimited technology access, poor values, emotional neglect, and lazy parenting. Because shoving an iPad to a kid's face to distract them from their emotional needs was the worst thing you can do for a human's development. Which, if you feel like you grew up with toxic parenting and need to heal the Amigun. But now we're seeing this whole technology thing through. Now these kids have no creativity of their own, their attention spans have dropped to 1 second, and they have unrestricted internet access. Do you know what porn, gore, and inappropriate content can do to a kid's brain? It can impair them for life. This is how a lot of psychopaths and people with extremely dangerous behaviors are created. And thinking they won't have access to that is so delusional, especially when their attention span is so impaired they have nothing to turn to but technology. Fourth, their behavior is so terrible. This, along with emotional neglect and giving in to their every tantrum so they shut up, is impairing these children. It's time to raise these kids in the present moment. Teach them to create on their own, to use their imagination again, and tend to their emotional needs like a real parent instead of distracting them from them. It's time to heal because
Alien come to visit me.
Yeah?
Alien come to visit you too.
Really?
Yeah.
You said someone was gonna come visit us tonight. Who was it?
The other mama.
Your other mama?
Yeah.
Did she come?
Yeah.
She did.
But the other mama flew away.
Did your other mama fly? Yeah.
Do you know my other mama ran away?
Did she?
She went away in her spaceship.
In her spaceship?
And I was sad.
Does your other mama love you? Yeah.
This is the proof right here. Sunday as the first day. March as the first month? That's not what any calendar I've ever hung on my wall has shown. Why did everything change? Who decided to flip the script and shift the months around?
In fact, it was the Rockefeller Foundation in 1939 that instituted the world's standard tuning. The Western world tunes to a 440 hertz frequency. That when you tune your instrument to that, the F sharp note is 741. Precisely. Not 7.41.1 or 0.2, it's 741. Which meant that there was a clear, scientifically researched intent, and indeed that's exactly what happened. The 741 A440 link came out of military research in the 1930s to induce psychosocial stress and dis-ease to the max. It was selected that A440 would be the standard tuning for the Western world. In fact, quote, mass hysteria, end quote, could be induced by instituting that frequency. And now you begin to explain why you went from the era of Frank Sinatra, where women would mostly swoon over Frank. Suddenly, Elvis Presley, rioting began.
Dalam kitab Yohanes, akulah kebangkitan dan hidup. Barang siapa percaya kepadaku, ia akan hidup walaupun ia sudah mati. Dan setiap orang yang hidup dan
remember.
You can see behind me everywhere, the whole of this section of the market, every shop you see here is a factory. Every single shop you see is a factory. And then everybody is manufacturing products. Number one, there are two sets of illegality going on here. Some set of people are manufacturing products of other people in large quantity. So much so that the other people might not even know the difference between their product and the one that is manufactured here. Manufacturing under a very bad environment, poor GMP, using banned chemicals, colorings, with the raw materials we saw the other time. All they do is just get a rubber, a mixer. So then use just this normal sieve to just sieve and put into bottles for people to drink. But my fear is that this is Utah period. A lot of people have bought drinks in the house. You don't even know where the source of the drinks you have bought.
Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car, and then I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Totaled?
Totaled, wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it to school?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail, you don't have a bond, you killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond, you are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Today is a Tuesday in my night class.
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said that you...
I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're down here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told you? You killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, you're done.
The delusion is real, guys. I mean, this girl has just unalived 2 people, but I think it's drunk driving, and she's clueless, delusional to what she's done, and she's thinking of going to school.
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
Can you say that as a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so can I ask...
So this is the reason right here that they lied about the dinosaurs. These giant petrified animals found all over the world. Like, if you're gonna sit there and tell me that this is just some random rock formation and not a giant ass alligator that's been petrified, then I don't know what to tell you. This is simply just more evidence that our ancient past has been hidden from us. And there are examples of this being found all over the world, like literally endless examples. Now, I also always knew that these are not mountains, these are giant tree stumps. Like, this shit is literally wood that you can peel apart. And they have also been found all over the world. Like, go ahead and tell me that this isn't a massive turtle or a giant lizard head. You see, this is exactly why they made up the story about the dinosaurs, because they do not want us discovering the true origins of our history. Giants used to roam this earth and everything used to be much bigger back in the day. And I really think the reason that they lie about this is because they want us to think that we're the most advanced civilization that ever existed on this planet. And that simply could not be further from the truth. It's pretty obvious when all of the most advanced civilizations of all time all depicted giants except for us. Your predecessors are trying to keep you stupid. Look within for the real answers. Peace and love.
Hoping people wake up enough to at least slow it down. Because people are pushing in a very obvious and very specific direction. They want digital currency, centralized digital currency that they control, and they want to get everybody on a social credit score system, and they'll probably connect it to some sort of a vaccine app. Or if you want to travel around, all they would need is another pandemic to try to push that shit through. And they're already talking about that. It's very spooky. Because when you look into the history of this lab and them funding it and this getting out and the way they responded to it, the whole thing is so scary because it was effective. It was effective and very, very financially effective. I mean, they made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And if they could do something similar again and then clamp down more on people, that's what scares me. This talk of centralized digital currency, that's what they have in China. If you fuck up in China and you get a bad social credit score because you tweeted something they didn't like, now you can't buy a plane ticket. Now you can't buy a car.
Yeah.
Now you can't get a loan. Now you can't do something. You step the fucking line, and people self-censor. They don't want to be a part of that. Now they got you. Yeah. We know that the government was involved in silencing different voices. You know, they stopped that Hunter Biden laptop story from getting out before the election. It's so obviously dirty shit.
I did a
If you ever find yourself listening to these musicians, remember, I tried to warn you. You did know that Satan didn't actually look like this, but he was a beautiful angel who was cast out of heaven. Back then, he was called Lucifer, and Lucifer started a rebellion in heaven which caused him and 1/3 of heaven's angels to be thrown out of heaven. Personally, this kind of baffles me. How could one angel cause a myriad of other angelic beings to rebel against the creator of the universe? But then I realized what Lucifer's job was in heaven. He was a musician. So let me ask you a question. Who holds the biggest influences in the entire world? Is it kings and queens or politicians? No, it's musicians. Wouldn't it make sense that the one who played music in heaven is now controlling the music industry on earth? If you agree that the music industry is dark, follow or subscribe now.
Guys, video evidence of the Mandela effect. But what is the Mandela effect? It's a very strange phenomenon where a large group of people remember a past event very differently from what is believed to be today. For instance, Nelson Mandela, he died in 2013, but a lot of people remember him dying in the 1980s. The same thing with Looney Tunes, and the same thing with the Monopoly guy, and the list goes on. But how do we explain such a thing? A lot of people believe that we're not living in the same alternate reality that we were in 10, 20, 30 years ago. But what happened? Why? And when? And why? Is there any video evidence of such a thing? An internet account by the name of the Thought Police has been recording strange videos of this very old phone. A lot of people believe that this old phone is actually capable of recording glimpses of this alternate reality that we do not live in anymore. Here's one, for instance. I'm going to show you guys a couple of videos, starting with this one from Britney Spears. A lot of people remember her using a plaid skirt in this video clip, but she's not using a plaid skirt anymore. Here he goes with the phone camera. plaid skirt. She never used the plaid skirt. In this video clip, for instance, a lot of people remember Britney Spears using a microphone. Here he goes with the camera, the microphone. But she never did use a microphone. What is going on? The same thing with the laughing cow cheese. See how he passes his finger in front of the camera to prove this is not CGI. This is not a camera trickery. You see? Check that out. What is going on here?
Ever since I met Aiden, it's been about shit. So when I looked at Andrew Tate said, "Hey man, lay off the." So I see Andrew Tate with it. So I said, "Okay, maybe they're just the white boy." What I noticed is they never stop playing. Maybe they inducted me into the Illuminati. I broke away, y'all. I'm free from the Illuminati. There's no women. They want their Lord vessel to break him in. I guess Prime wasn't right. All the niggas that get these multi-millionaire bags. So when you start to look at this, you don't see Kyle Canat with no motherfucking girl. You don't see none of these streaming niggas with these multi-millionaires. You don't never see them with girls. Lil Yachty over this house, Uzi Vert over here with these fingernails. These niggas fucking now, I swear to God. And they are not playing these niggas for real. Because these is the true Illuminati, rulers of the world, who once pushed gangsterism off on young black urban youth. He exposing these. Didn't Aiden tell the QCP white boy, we keep QPC? He said, yeah, I said, oh, but they trying to get me. I'm going to be wearing dresses like Young Thug. I'm going to be wearing dresses like LeBron James. Remember, LeBron James is part of the Jewish Illuminati. So this is LeBron James' friend, Bronny. Him and Bronny. Remember, in that video, Bronny just popped up at his house. Yeah, you got a nice ass. You got a nice ass. You got a nice ass. Oh, yo. He was in his drawers. Him and Bronny. I know about that right now. Everybody on that shit. Everybody. They trying to get me indoctrinated. They were pushing for that torpedo. That motherfucker. And vessel. They want that.
That's the video, guys. Thank you very much for sticking up to the very end. Click the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're inclined to. And let's meet on the next video.